I'm incredibly honored to show you guys today our brand new Dynamics 365 for Talent. We believe that our solution delivers on the principles that we've been talking about today, leveraging the cloud, modernizing user experiences, and last but not least, empowering people and organizations with data to achieve more. Today, I'll be working as Chemonics. I'm going to take the role of a recruiter, and then after that, a hiring manager. Chemonics is a global firm who focuses on social impact in developing countries. They are in 80 countries worldwide and have a bunch of international projects which lead to very unique hiring needs. In this case, we need to hire an accountant to work for the Dominican Republic project. Our unique needs are, he needs to be able to work out of the DC head office, speak Spanish so that he can engage with all of the team members in the Dominican Republic, and ideally has some international accounting experience. We start off here in LinkedIn Recruiter. It looks like we've added all of our requirements for the candidate. So we have the accountant, DC area, and we have quite a few candidates coming back. We have over 81. Along with that, we find that there is actually 2 specific candidates that are open to new opportunities. Looks like Cameron is our top choice here. Typically, Chemonics recruiters reach out directly to candidates to understand how good of a fit they would be for the job and for the company. They also encourage them to go and apply for a job. In this case, our recruiter was able to successfully get Cameron to actually apply for a job. Now that we've found some candidates, I'm going to switch over to the new Dynamics 365. As a hiring manager, I typically don't have access to who's actually interested in my job, who's applying, and where they are in the process. The recruiter is handling all of this directly with the candidates, and I have to go and email the recruiter to find out what's the latest updates, where are we with that job. Now, with Dynamics 365, I'm able to have full transparency because of its integration with applicant tracking systems and LinkedIn. So not only can I see what interest we're getting, but who those exact candidates are and where they are in the process. The recruiter had mentioned to me that Cameron was a really good candidate, so let's go take a look at Cameron. All right, it looks like he's actually ready to be scheduled for an interview. Before we go and do that, I want to take a second look at his application to make sure that he's a good fit. Here, you'll find the LinkedIn profile fully integrated into Dynamics 365. Now I'm able to actually see exactly what the recruiter was looking at in the candidate profile. Not only can I see it, but the entire hiring team, including interviewers, will be able to see this profile and get to know the candidates as they move through the process. It looks like he has plenty of experience as an accountant, so let's actually move forward with scheduling his interview. Interview scheduling is quite a challenge for Chemonics due to their distributed projects as well as the constantly changing schedules of their interviewers. With new Dynamics 365 and integration with Office 365 data, we're able to streamline this process by auto-suggesting interview schedules that actually work for everyone on the team. So let's go ahead and do that. First, I'm going to confirm the interview team. It looks like I have everyone that I need. I'm just going to make sure that they're scheduled in the specific order that I've listed them in here. And let's just go confirm that. Next, I need to add the actual interview details. I really need to fill this job as soon as possible, so I'm going to try and find something that works for this Friday, May 5th. I'm going to make sure that it's in the DC time zone, since that's where all of our interviewers are going to be, and also ensure that it's an individual interview so everyone gets one-on-one time with the candidate. Lastly, I'm going to add some Skype details just in case some folks are out of the office, and they can go and take that interview over the phone. Let's see what suggestions we come up with. With data from Office 365, we're able to look at the free busy schedules of every interviewer that is listed there. We're able to bring that back and find a schedule that just works. Typically, I'd have to go into Outlook, create 4 different invites, track them individually, separately, and actually have to manage them on my own. Now, I can see everything here directly in Talent. This one looks good, so I'm actually going to go and invite the team. All of the interviewers will now get their invites, and they can go and respond directly in on their mobile device or on their desktop. And again, I'm able to see their confirmation right here. It looks like Reka declined, even though she was available, so I'm going to have to go and follow up with her offline. This looks good, though, so I'm going to confirm and actually send to the candidate and just deal with Reka afterwards. So here we have all the interview details so that Cameron will be aware of exactly where he needs to be at what time. I'm going to provide the location of our head office so he knows where to go, And let him know that just in case, there might be some folks that aren't going to be there, so he'll have to do some of them over the phone. I'm just going to send this over to Cameron. All right, so now we're ready for our interview. On interview day, I'm actually able, as a hiring manager, to see all of the feedback that is coming through while the interview is going on. And so it looks like everyone on the team has submitted their feedback, and everything is looking good. So I'm able to see this for all candidates that are actually going through the process, so I can quickly decide which candidate I want to move forward with. After talking to the team, they all agree that Cameron is the best one, so I'm actually going to move him into our offer stage. From the offer stage, this is where we'll be able to actually hire Cameron. All right, looks like we're taking just a little bit extra time here. Maybe they don't want to hire Cameron. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I get it. All right, so as I was mentioning, one of the other big value actually that we have here is that we know that a lot of times folks that are actually interviewing are not able to provide their feedback because they're on the go. One of the big difference that we've added here is the ability to provide this feedback on a mobile device or on a tablet. And so you're able to go between meetings and actually provide the feedback to the rest of the team, and both the recruiter and hiring manager is able to see everything. Okay. So I'm actually just going to switch over now. Okay, so once we've actually hired Cameron, the next thing we need to do is onboard him into the company. With Dynamics 365, we don't just make hiring more efficient, we've actually made onboarding more efficient. With specific projects in Chemonics, we actually need to make sure that new employees take the right certification and training before they start with the project. Previously, managers had very little insight into where this new employee was in the process. This was all being managed through email, so just double checking whether the candidate is ready. Now, with our new onboarding guides and templates, a hiring manager can create one template and be able to reuse this for all of their team members. So here I've created a template with an introduction and a set of activities. Just like you mentioned, actually, we really need to do a background check before he starts working in the Dominican Republic. So I'm able to go and list all of these activities there. Looks good. I'm just actually going to go and take a quick peek at what Cameron will see as a candidate. With our new onboarding guides, our candidates are able to see these onboarding guides before they even start at Chemonics. So before they have a corporate email address, they can use their personal email account to access these guides and really look at what are all the tasks that they need to accomplish before day one. This helps them hit the ground running. So this is the view that Cameron will have. It has the full list of tasks. He can track where he is at. The next thing I want to make sure and look at are all the context that we're providing Cameron. Here, Cameron can connect with the team that he's going to be working with. Along with the team, he's able to see folks that work at Chemonics who he may have gone to school with or have worked with in the past based on what we know about Cameron. Lastly, we are connecting him with other accountants at Chemonics so he can better understand what success as an accountant looks like at Chemonics. I think this looks good, has everything that we need, so we're going to just move over now and send this over to Cameron. Make sure we have the resources, all good. Right. After hiring and onboarding employees into Chemonics, we have some great talent. With the distributed nature of our projects, though, it's very difficult to understand and remember where all of our talent is and what experience they have. With Dynamics 365 for Talent, we have created an employee profile that unifies data from Dynamics 365, LinkedIn, and Office 365 so we can capture their past and present experience. With the ability to find employees with specific experience, we can now match them to upcoming projects. With Dynamics 365, we've been able to quickly find, hire, and onboard new talent into Chemonics. Thank you.